here we are.
Now we have audio.
Now we have audio and video. We are episode 2.
It's our first official
official episode of Respawn Gaming.
Episode 1.5.
Episode 1.5.
The other two, yeah.
Episode beta. The first one was the alpha.
Yeah.
This is the beta episode, and then we'll finally get it right and get better graphics and all that shit around us, and we'll have fucking
Well, last two were just really
aliens
reviews,
masturbating in the
were.
corner or something. Yeah, the most of them were just reviews. The last one we did with a little current events.
A proof of concept.
Yeah, just to make sure people wanted to fucking hear it. And even if they don't, here it is, fucker. You're getting it either way. Just because we want to
shove it
talk
down
about
the throat. Just put it down the throat.
Right down there.
Moist.
So we're going to start off with the games that we've been playing recently. Shit we're addicted to. Just kind of give you an idea of what's out now, what's popping now, and what we're playing now. So we'll start with Brandon because he seems super excited. He's got his streaming going heavy, so we'll see what he's up to. What have you been playing, Brandon? What have you been doing?
I recently rediscovered a game called Star Citizen. I bought this game back in 2014. It was a Kickstarter type title that started in 2012, and it is the space sim to end all space sims. No Man's Sky, Elite Dangerous, all these other games don't even compare to what this game offers.
So it's been in development for how long? Because the scale sounds humongous.
Yeah, so the original Kickstarter crowdfunding campaign that kicked off started in, I want to say 2012 or 2011. So this game has been in development for a long time. And partway through, they had to kind of restart to switch game engines. They were developing it on CryEngine that Crytek developed, but then they kind of imploded. So then they migrated it over to another engine that's better, and the physics to it are better. But what it is if you're looking for the closest example or the closest experience that you can have to living in the late 30th century, because the game takes place in 2949 this year.
Fuck.
This is it. The star systems are massive. It takes 20-30 minutes to get from one side to the other, traveling at 20% the speed of light, and it's amazing. Every planet, every moon, every celestial body that's in the game, you can land on, you can explore, and you can spend hundreds of hours just exploring one of these planets. And there's multiple planets in each star system.
And is this like a open play MMO type, or is this going to have some story to it?
So both. It is a open universe, if you will, and fully explorable. There's other players that you can interact with. There's players you can team up with. There are ships that you can get in this game that require 20, 30, 40 people to operate fully.
Oh, fuck.
So you can form clans, you can form guilds, whatever you want to call them, and then you can go out, you can be pirates, you can be explorers, you can be...
Sounds fun as shit.
It is, but it is extremely detailed and tedious. The perfect example, on my new ship that I just recently got, you go to the elevator, you get into the ship's dark. You go to the cockpit, you sit into the captain's chair, you turn on the ship, then you start the engines, then you wait for the computers to spin up, then you can fly off and stuff like that. The ship that I got came with a rover that I can park in the cargo hold, lift the cargo hold up, fly off, go elsewhere, land on a planet, get into the rover, lower the cargo bay, and then drive around in the rover. I can get out of the rover, I can explore on foot. It's got... Is
there loading screens from the bay to the rover?
No.
So you just walk to your rover drop and you're there?
From the moment that you enter a star system, there is not a single loading screen.
Fuck.
Going from one side to the other, landing on planets, leaving planets. There's in the one system that they have in the game right now, the main kind of like hub city, it's called Warville. There's trains that take you to different sections of it, no loading screens. You fly to the planet, you land, you get out, you get into an elevator, it takes you up to the main kind of like lobby area.
Yeah.
You then get on a train, no loading screens, the train takes you to the other areas, you get off, you run around, you buy stuff, you do stuff, you get back on, not a single loading screen. The game is amazing. And this is the reason why it's been in development for so long. So the current version of it is Alpha 3.4.3. And every 3 months they put out an update to it. So 3.4 came out in December. So like March, time frame will be 3.5, 6, so on and so forth. And they've got the roadmap on their website like laid out on what they're doing.
Yeah.
The only drawback to this game is that ships are bought with real money.
Ooh.
Oh,
Because it is still technically in a crowdfunding state.
yeah.
There are ships in
So
this
we're
game.
all on the struggle bus.
There are ships in this game. I kid you not. I looked this up earlier today. $3,000 for one of these ships.
And people are buying them.
And people are
already.
buying. There is one guy who has bought every single ship in the game.
Jeez.
And if memory serves correctly, because this was back in
Let's go befriend
2014
him, Michael. Let's go become that guy's friend.
when
What's up, bruh?
when I first started looking into this.
Yeah.
They created a special title just for him in the game because he owns. At that time, he owned every ship that was available in game. I own 4 and a rover, 3 of which I got from buying one ship. Because on my ship that I have right now, it's the Constellation Aquila. There's a snub fighter or a small little fighter that docks to the back of it that I can get in, detach, fly around, shoot stuff. You know, it's a fighter, and then I can redock, get out, and walk around.
That's fucking
So yeah,
nuts.
it is insane.
So you want to be a guardian of the galaxy, Michael? Here's your
hell
fucking
yeah.
chance.
Can you name your ship?
Currently, no, but there
name it the Milano.
but there
sure
are
they're gonna
plans
get
to
that.
add more customization where you can change the color, you can give it a name, and all sorts of stuff. That's
I'm
all
sure
coming.
by the time beta and
By the time I get it,
eventually
I will be able to, and I will have the Milano.
So is it PC only? Is it all?
It
PC
is on
only?
PC only.
Well, so I
currently.
just got a PC I can play on.
So you got to
it's
get
about
money
time.
to get a system capable of getting in the game, which requires you to buy the ship. That's a lot of money.
Now you can buy pledge packs, which
Yeah.
come with like the game and like an initial ship, which is how I first got into
Oh,
it.
nice.
But then when I kind of like rediscovered it a couple weeks ago and just got overly upset, because when I first got it, all you could do was get into a hangar and look at your ship. The ship, you couldn't even fly it.
Hey,
That was 2014. 2019, I jump in, I
5
try the
years
game
later.
out again. They've got a whole system you can explore. I streamed today for 5 hours straight playing that game. Then when the stream was over, I continued to play after the stream, just messing around in the world.
just without the talking, without the
Yeah, exactly.
vocals,
So
the pressure of vocals.
there's a lot more to this game, and it's too much to really explain here. So if
Yeah.
anyone is interested, I stream daily on Mixer, Ghost 2651. Stop by, check it out. It's if you're looking for like if No Man's Sky didn't scratch that itch, if you're bored with Elite Dangerous, check out Star Citizen. It's amazing, and it's just an alpha. It's just going to get better.
And I think nobody was impressed by No Man's Sky.
Yeah. Well,
Let's be honest.
No Man's Sky.
I think it's like $3 at GameStop right now.
more
Like,
recently, it's gotten a little bit better, but
Yeah.
still.
And what about you, Michael? What have you? Well, that's not the only game you played. You've been playing a lot of Star Citizen, but you also,
Resident Evil 2.
the remastered version
Yeah.
of Resident Evil 2.
Which
which
How
I'm
was that?
excited for. I just haven't been able to get yet.
Okay.
I'm just too scared
And-
to play it.
I will keep this one short because I know I talked a lot about Star
Yeah.
Citizen, but Resident Evil 2, great game. Go get it. If you have a platform you can play it on, play it. If you played the original, play the remake anyway. They've moved some stuff around. The game is much more terrifying than what it was.
See, you just told me it wasn't scary, and in your
But it's not
description,
really that
much more
scary.
terrifying.
It's not really that scary.
Nah.
Yeah.
The scariest part of the entire game comes at about a little after a third of the way in,
Yeah.
because you start getting stalked by Mr. X.
Okay, maybe we'll stream
Is he the
it.
guy in the
We'll-
trench coat?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
maybe
haven't
we're
played
gonna
it yet.
stream it. We'll stream it, and we'll stream how scared shitless I am of this game, because I'm gonna play it in the dark. Michael had a great idea of playing
this
scary
was for,
games
no,
in
no,
the dark.
Yeah, my idea was for the other Resident Evil though.
Yeah, no,
the
fuck
one on
that.
VR.
Oh.
Yeah,
Well, yeah,
He
so-
wants us to play it in the dark, and I'm like,
And
are you
VR.
shitting me? I'm gonna
And I
shit
think it'll be
myself.
fantastic.
Everyone out there is gonna be able to watch me doo doo on screen.
It's gonna be hilarious.
So the coolest thing about when he's stalking you, you can hear him in the police station as he's walking. Because when he walks, he's thump, thump, thump. He makes really loud noises.
Yeah.
You can hear him in other parts. Like once he's activated and he starts coming after you, you hear him until you get out of the area that he
He's in.
stalks you from.
So he's a danger and a threat while you're doing your normal thing.
Yes. Now there are certain
And if he
rooms.
catches up to you, is that like a oh shit? You're
No.
dead?
So it's not a one-hit kill, but
Okay.
it's like 2-3 hits and you're done. Now
So you gotta run.
He can be avoided fairly easily.
Yeah, I've watched some videos where it's pretty easy to
But
avoid
it's still
it.
a pain if you're like
Yeah.
searching for ammo and loot.
And
you're
not
low on
only that,
health
but
and-
it's this constant threat that is chasing you throughout the police station.
Fuck that.
And a couple of funny things with it. I've seen a bug and a mod that really take it to another level. The bug is somebody was able to spawn a second one, and then
What?
you have two
Two
Mr.
Mr.
X's
X's?
like chasing you throughout the police station.
Nah, I'm good.
But the mod that was really cool is somebody modded the sound file of his feet to be what's the name of that song from DMX? The
X gon' give it to you.
So when he activates, you hear that, and you can hear that in you hear it like it's off distant in the police station, like it's muffling through, and then when he like shows up, then it goes like full volume, and he's like coming after you. Yeah.
That's
funny.
crazy.
That's pretty
Yeah.
awesome.
That's fucked up.
That's funny.
Oh, modders. Way too much much time on their hand. That's awesome.
My thing on Resident Evil is I never really got into it at a younger age. Like I wasn't into horror games till recently, and that was because Until Dawn is what got me into horror games. But I got like the newest Resident Evil, the one where you're, I think it's what, 7. That's the one where you're in the house, right?
Yeah.
So I got that one because it's actually a horror game. I haven't beat it yet. That's the one I'm playing VR.
Yeah.
But I went back because for a while PlayStation had the first Resident Evil for free, and that's why I got it. And I could not play it because the camera angles annoyed the shit out of me.
Oh, that was another thing. I've seen a mod where they put the fixed camera angles back into
And
the game.
but
like
they got
from
rid of that
Resident
for the
Evil 2.
second one, right? Like it's a normal over the shoulder
It
third
is
person,
the
right?
over the. It's like Resident
Yeah.
Evil 4, 5, and
Okay.
6, where it's the over the
Got it.
shoulder.
Yeah.
Because I haven't played any of them. I want to go back and play them all because I think I can get them all from PS4. Like they have like they're not remastered, but they're just made so they can go on the new consoles
Yeah.
like that. And I want to go back and play them, but I tried playing the first one. I was like, if they're all like this, I'm gonna hate this.
Well, don't play the original second because obviously there's the remake of it.
Obviously,
And then I've heard that
They're doing a 3,
Capcom
4.
is not 4, but that Capcom has decided, or the producer for Resident Evil 2, who was the director for the game originally, stated that if this remake for 2 is popular enough and people like it enough, that their next project is to immediately go in and redo Resident Evil 3, which I'm super stoked for because that is my favorite Resident Evil out of the entire series. Because
Is it scarier than 2?
technically, yes.
Then I'm never gonna play these games
because
guys.
there is a enemy that chases you throughout the entire game called Nemesis, and he is constantly like breaking through walls to like get to you. But what I liked about 3 was when 2 came out, it was cool, but I wanted to see what Raccoon City looked like during all of this. 3 takes you out into the city as you're trying to escape. You play as Jill Valentine from the first game, trying to escape Raccoon City at the initial zombie outbreak. And so you're trying to kind of get your way out as the city basically crumbles in around you.
fucking shit.
So
that
I think
sounds horrifying.
I'll probably watch a playthrough of the first one because I'm not gonna deal with those camera angles, and then I'll play the second one because I've tried multiple times. I've tried going back and replaying it. I'm like, I can't fucking do it. These camera angles.
Who's
are too
gonna
annoying.
watch somebody play video games? This is just weird,
Oh,
Michael.
yeah.
That's
Losers.
just not even.
But speaking of remastered games, this is just one out of my childhood I'm really excited about. Is they're remastering Crash Bandicoot Nitro.
oh,
And I am super excited because that and the Spider-Man game were what I played, and not Sonic. Why am I drawing a blank on it? Spyro.
Spyro.
Those 3 games were the ones I played all the time on the PS1.
That was
and
your
so
shit.
I'm really excited because they came out with Spyro remastered. They have the new Spider-Man game, and now they're coming out with Crash, and it's like my childhood is being made on the
it's
PS4.
bringing back,
and it's fantastic.
And you knew it was gonna happen because they're doing it with toys.
Which
and-
one was Crash Nitro?
Nitro was the racing one.
Okay, Crash Team.
It was
Okay,
Crash
yeah.
Team Racing.
There you go.
Nitro is what it was, and they're remastering it, and it looks awesome.
It looks more than like just a remaster. Like it looks like they just went like
They
like,
just redid everything.
Like they're just rebuilding the game from the ground up. It looks really good.
Like you can see the fur on his on his body.
God
It's
damn.
super, yeah. Because they were showing it because it was again it was one of those games that came out of nowhere. It was just like I saw videos like, oh, they're remastering it. Like, oh, okay, let's do this. Like I'm super excited.
What about you though? What are you playing right now?
Well, last Friday, 2 games came out: Far Cry New Dawn, which came out of nowhere, and then Metro Exodus. Right now, I'm playing Far Cry New Dawn because I'm guessing it's gonna be shorter. I haven't actually looked at run times for it, but I'm guessing it's a shorter game because it was a cheaper game,
And it doesn't have a number title, kind of like a Fallout New
Yeah,
Vegas,
so,
not a Fallout.
Far Cry. What was that one that they came out right after 3? The Well, no, there was one.
Oh,
that came
Blood
out-
Dragon.
Blood Dragon.
But that
yeah.
was an actual DLC that you didn't buy a physical copy of.
Well,
It
right.
came
But
as a DLC.
it was a
Yeah.
pretty lengthy.
Exactly.
DLC,
And they did the
so-
same. A lot of games are doing that. Like Last of Us, their DLC was like a lengthy game. Same thing with Uncharted 4. They had Uncharted Lost Legacy, which was like they had to re-release as its own game because it became so big.
Nice.
So there's a lot of games that are doing this, which is what I'm thinking New Dawn was. It was supposed to be a DLC for Far Cry 5.
And
but
you
they
think
ended
the
up doing it
story
bigger.
just outgrew a DLC pack
Yeah,
and it was
well,
like,
also
fuck
the
it,
map,
we got a game here.
Also the map, because at the
Okay.
end, for spoilers, Rainbow hasn't played Far Cry 4 at 5
Yeah.
yet. At the end, like this nuclear bomb blows up in the town, right? And just like the whole world goes crazy, and like you're down, like everybody goes down to a bunker. New Dawn takes place years later. Like new generation of people come up from the bunkers, and they're basically going into this wasteland where like nature has taken back over.
Okay.
Playing through it, it's really cool because it's pretty much the same exact map from Far Cry 5, just apocalypse. So like there's scenes where I go, there's a like in Far Cry 5 you go into like an airport, which is it's called the Ryan Daughter Airport, because and you go in there and you fight the bad guys in the fifth one, but it's like modern day stuff like that. And it's cool because there's a scene in the new game where I go into it, and it's the exact same layout, just like some of the buildings are crumbled. There's plants everywhere, so it's like I remember this game from before, but it's like an apocalypse now. So it's very cool to me because most games they like you either have it when you're in the apocalypse, you don't see how it was before then, or you play like small like short snippets where it's like, oh, this is before the apocalypse. You have like a memory of someone.
Yeah,
but it's
you
like
have a
small
flashback
maps.
thing, yeah.
This is I've played this whole map and then gone and played it in apocalypse.
Yeah.
And it's super cool because it's about the same size.
Yeah.
And all the areas you visited in the original normal time are now apocalypse. And it's super cool.
Do you see, is there any aftermath from events that took place in the first game, in the Far Cry 5? Like, did you blow up a building in the first one?
Well, this is the thing is not that I've noticed, just because everything is demolished.
Yeah.
Everything,
Oh,
all the
okay.
buildings that you see have been rebuilt. So, because the atom bomb, like the bomb destroyed everything.
Yeah. So you haven't been able to spot any...
Not anything
Easter
that
eggs
sticks
that
out in my
stand
head.
out.
There are
Yeah.
Easter eggs. You'll pick up like papers that will be comments from people mentioning something that happened back in the day.
Okay.
There's actually if you have your account linked with, I think it's Ubisoft, isn't it? Yeah, that does it. If you have your account linked on their website, if you've completed Far Cry 5, you get like an outfit of the deputy from Far Cry 5, and you get this really cool double barrel shotgun, which is like the most powerful shotgun in the game.
Nice.
But it's like all like relic looking, so it looks like it's
Looks like it's
called
been
like the
through some
holy.
shit.
No, it looks like it's called the Holy Shotgun. It has like carvings on it from like it used to be used by the bad guys in the first one, which were like this cult.
Yeah.
So it looks all like got crosses carved into it, stuff like
that's
that. But it's like a pistol, so I use it as my pistol because you can have a pistol, and it's like a double shotgun. That's like one hit kills like a bad guy. It's really
Nice.
cool.
That's awesome.
But if you get it, and in the description for the outfit says, this was worn by someone who also thought they could save this town, and you wear this in remembrance of him, and it's just like the deputy's uniform, which you played in the
Nice.
first one.
Yeah.
That's a pretty cool nod to the
yeah.
5.
Yeah.
But I was telling you guys
cool.
beforehand, I think it was supposed to be DLC because it's not as fleshed out as Far Cry 5 is. There's weapons in it, and you can buy them and you can build them, but you can't customize them.
Yeah.
Like in Far Cry 5,
That was a big part of
that was a
Far
big
Cry
fight. You
5.
could change the color, you could change what scope was on it, all this stuff.
Attachments,
but
barrels,
this
stuff like
attachments,
that, yeah.
barrels, stuff like that, you change everything. This game you cannot. They're all like they all look cool. Like they're all apocalypse. Like strapped together with zip ties, stuff
Yeah.
like that. You can tell like the scope for a sniper rifle is like a telescope. You can tell that, but you can't customize them. They're all pre-made. So if like there's that one like right now I've unlocked the second class. There's like 3 or 4 classes for their weapons. And I've unlocked the second class. The sniper rifle does not have a silencer on it, and you cannot put a silencer on it. And I don't get a silencer on a sniper rifle until I unlock the 3rd class. And it's just a pre-made sniper rifle that has a silencer on it.
Yeah.
So you don't get a choices like that. So, but it gives you another option where I have like this mid-range rifle that is not a sniper rifle, but it's a single shot, so it's not exactly an assault rifle, but it has a silencer. So I use that for most of my sniping when I clear an area, and then I have like an AK-47 I pull out if things get overloaded.
My
So-
only question is there a bow in this one?
Oh,
as well?
there's bow.
Okay,
There's
good.
also-
Okay, good.
No, there's a bow. And like you said, each level there's a different level of bow. Like
Okay.
there's the crappy bow that's made out of a stick, and then there's the bow that you can unlock that's like a compound bow, and there's
Okay.
like a recurve bow. So it gets better. They brought in a bunch of stuff from the other games like Blood Dragon, like we mentioned earlier, they have the Blood Dragon machine pistol.
Oh, nice.
And the Blood Dragon
RoboCop's pistol is basically what it is.
Basically what it is.
Fuck
And
yeah.
they have the neon bow from that game as well.
Okay, cool.
So it's like a purple neon bow.
Yeah.
They also have what they call the Blood Dragon car, which is like this black like muscle car that has like a turret on the top of it, and it's
Dude,
like all
that's
like
dope.
Neo and stuff like that.
That's dope.
They also have a nod to Space Force in it. They have like I haven't locked if it's a story mode or not like that, but they have these Space Force uniforms you can unlock and these guns that are like the only futuristic guns in there. Like they look like a futuristic sniper rifle that's like nice and clean, and it says Space Force on it. So I'm
That's
guessing at some point
hilarious.
because
Steve
Far Cry
Carell
does
comes
this all the
out.
time,
Yeah.
where they have weird shit in it.
Yeah.
Like in Far Cry 5, you meet this guy who is creating this portal to Mars, and one of the DLCs for Far Cry 5 is you go to Mars.
To rescue him.
To rescue him,
Yeah,
exactly.
Rescue him.
And he's like a floating head. That's all he is. And you have to
Yeah.
collect his body parts throughout the game.
That's-
So in Far Cry 5, I feel like the New Dawn, they're going to have a thing where Space Force, like, where people who survived, like, were in space, crash land on Earth, like, what the fuck happened to Earth?
Yeah.
Like, everything's, like, demolished now.
So
like,
the
what
Space
fuck
Force
happened?
returns to a
Yeah,
shit.
exactly.
Earth.
And I think they're going to do that. Not because it says on there, it says unlocked through the Space Force settings or something like that. And I was like, oh,
Okay.
maybe that means there's
Yeah.
going to be like a story mode coming on where
Yeah,
it's like
probably.
the Space Force side mission or something like that.
Yeah.
And that's how you
Space
unlock
Force,
these
folks,
things.
it's coming.
Speaking of which, not to get political or
Yeah.
anything, this is the only bit of like politics that we may be on here. I heard on the news the
Yeah.
other day that they're gonna the real Space Force is gonna start doing
Recruiting and
whatever it is that it's doing within the next couple of months.
Also, there's
Oh
also
my
going to be a
God.
comedy TV series coming out.
Yeah,
based off of
Steve
Space
Carell.
Force.
Yes,
Steve Carell
yes,
is
Carell's
Steve
doing an
Carell's on
Office
it. It's gonna
version
be.
Oh, man.
of Space Force.
I just pictured the Office,
Netflix,
but
Steve
NASA.
Carell, Space Force.
Yeah.
It's NASA and Office is
It's,
basically
it's
what it is.
what
It's
I
gonna be
wanted
awesome.
Marvel to do with Damage Control. Remember
So,
when there was rumors
yeah.
of this Office
we
type
don't
series
we
coming
don't want
out?
to talk about Marvel and Netflix right now because what I knew was going to happen
Cut me deep.
happened.
Cut me deep, Shrek.
But I think it's all
Real
for a
deep.
reason, and
Yeah.
that can be discussed on
A reason
Yeah.
to get more money from us.
From what executives are
On
saying, Hulu is going to be
Conculture.
the new home.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Disney when they bought Fox, which has that
Are now the majority owners.
officially gone
March,
through?
if I'm not sure, if I'm not mistaken, March 1st is the official no turning back. That's
yeah.
it.
So with
Done
that
deal.
Fox purchase, they also gained a 30% stake in Hulu, which I
Yeah,
do think, like
majority
you
share.
said, is the is the majority
Yeah.
for it. So. I mean,
Yeah,
they
head
can
on
just
over
take
to
those
Conculture
shows,
for that
push them
shit.
over to Fox, and then Hulu can be the
Yep.
home
Very
for it.
cool.
Just like that.
So.
But anyway,
Yeah.
But yeah, so Far Cry New Dawn is pretty fun. Had a lot of fun with that. It has some feel like it's got some Mad Max feels in it too, because all the cars are all like mashed together like Mad Max, and
cool.
the whole world runs on gasoline. So the whole thing,
gasoline.
you're trying to find petroleum
Yeah.
to fuel your cars, fuel your your society, stuff like
So
that.
it's a currency.
And the
Mad
bad
Max.
guys are called the roadmen. And they're
Oh,
basically
that's cool.
like bike. They have like they're
Biker
led by
gangs.
two sisters. They're twins.
Yeah.
they're crazy as fuck, and they basically look like a bunch of like BMXers and stuff like that. And they all drive on these like Mad Max cars and bikes, and it's awesome.
Nice.
cool.
Do they have like metal spikes and leather
Some of them
jackets
do.
and assless chaps?
Some of them are just shirtless, like they are in Far Cry. It depends on the bad guy. Like they got different
okay.
levels. Like
Yeah.
each bad guy, if he's a runner and has a bat, he's usually
Yeah.
shirtless. Like it's
Man.
just how they work. It's how they're leveled. But it's
pretty
really
cool.
cool. It's a fun game. It feels like a Far Cry game. There's a cool new weapon in it called like the Buzzkill or something like that,
Mm-hmm.
and it's literally a gun that it's the first gun you build in the game, and it's literally shoots a ricocheting buzzsaw.
that's
Like
cool.
Like the first time
so
I
you
shot, it
just
was like
go in a room and it just goes.
yeah, well, yeah. The higher level you want, because you can build better ones, and
Yeah.
the better one you build, the more it ricochets. Like the first one you make only ricochets twice.
That's
If you
some
shoot it at
Half-Life
the
2
ground,
stuff,
it doesn't
man.
ricochet.
Yeah.
But if you shoot at any wall, it'll ricochet.
Does it actually cut the enemies? Like if you shoot an enemy with it
cuts
straight
through
on,
it?
will it like cut
No,
them?
it's not that much detail.
Oh, darn.
But it does. It's really cool because I shot at one guy and it shot him and it shot the guy right next to him.
Oh, that's
like,
cool.
It ricocheted through him and I was like, sweet. Like,
2 kills, 1 gun.
yeah, and so it's one of those. It's really cool.
That's
So
so
it's a gun that
badass.
at first it replaced like was my bow because it was a silence killer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's silent when it does it. And so I always had that one in my inventory because I'm like, I'm going to keep this in my inventory.
Just in case.
Until I unlock the good bow and then I can start using explosive arrows like that. Because the first bow doesn't let you use explosive arrows. It's just a normal bow.
Oh,
That's
okay.
the thing is like, that's how they break it up is like the higher you pay for or the harder you build a gun, the more you can do with it. Like more weapons
Okay.
and uses like that. So
Okay, cool.
Not bad. Well, all I've been playing really was a game that I actually discovered on Brandon's stream. I saw Brandon playing this game, and I think it was like day 1 or day 2 that you played it when it was released. And I was like, "What the fuck are you doing, dude? You look new at this game. Like you weren't having a lot of luck. You had got shot, and you kept injecting yourself with the healing thing." And I was like, if I had to inject myself every time I had to heal, I'd be dead.
Oh.
I'd be fucking done because I don't do needles. So if me living is relying on me giving myself a shot, well, I'm clocking out, folks. It was Apex Legends that you were playing, and I was like, why are you not dominating at this? Because you're usually really good at games, or usually play the games, and you've been playing them for a while by the time I watch you on your stream. But this game was released out of nowhere.
Yep.
So there was a period where everybody was new. Nobody had maps burned. Nobody knew where everything was. It was just random players getting dumped in together. You could form your squad, but even then, it's a battle royale game, much like Fortnite and PUBG, where the circle's closing. They did fix a lot of issues that a lot of these battle royale games had, like Fortnite. You jump off a building that's too high and you fucking you can kill yourself. Like you take damage. You build a structure and you fall off your own structure.
Yeah, you're done.
You can X yourself out of a game. This one is fucking badass.
There is
you
no
can
fall
jump
damage.
off a cliff. Yeah,
There is no fall damage whatsoever.
Which makes sense because all of you motherfuckers are wearing jetpacks.
Yeah.
So if you take fall damage, you're a dumb son of a
Yeah.
bitch. Like you got faulty equipment or something.
The game is set in the same universe as the Titanfall games, so it plays very much like that. I'm not a big fan of battle royale games.
Yeah.
At least
Nor was I. Nor was I. This was a lot of fun.
Pug battle royale games, pickup groups. Now, if I have a core group of friends to play with, then
it's a little different.
Then getting your ass handed to you by other players who are a lot better than you at it, it's still fun. But if you're just jumping in to like play and it is a fun game. Not my cup of tea, at least not on stream as much as a lot of people, because I don't want to embarrass myself.
It was everybody's fucking cup of tea. Like 25 million people in the first week played this game?
Something like that. I know that on Mixer, it screamed past Fortnite as the most played game on Mixer, on Twitch.
It's another free
YouTube
game.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I like it because of the not taking fall damage. It was very friendly to new gamers like myself who aren't used to battle royale games. So it was friendly. You had a good week or two where everybody kind of sucked at it.
Yeah.
Like anybody who had great aim, obviously, and was just good at first-person shooters had a little bit of an advantage. But you had things to kind of counter. You had your heavy shield.
All the tools.
Yeah, everyone's learning
what
tools,
does what, where
strategies,
where the things
getting their
are and
squad
stuff like that.
cohesive, and I love it. I love it because I can actually hold my own, because they put you together with some pretty in the same vein people as you, and there's so many resources, so many things you can do, different strategies you can go about. If you aren't a great first-person shooter like me, be a tank. Like you literally have a shield as you're unloading, so they can't get off on you. You have a couple of seconds to where you can unload on them, bam, go for cover.
Yeah.
Whereas me, if I were any other player and I had no shield, I would just aim, take shots, take fire, and then panic because I'm getting fired. I have a shield. I got about 5 seconds to unload a couple shots, and then bam, go to cover. So it helps you out if you're not as good at battle royale or first-person shooter games.
There's also that mechanic that's thrown into it that I like about this one, to where even if you die, like you're dead, you're not completely out of the game yet,
Because you can be revived.
Yeah, because your teammates can go, they can get your card or whatever, and then they can take you to a revive
point.
station, and you drop in like the Titans do. You're flown in, and then you jump out to kind of respawn,
and you're right back in the fight.
Yeah,
which is pretty awesome.
I will say this game has given me a lot of want to go back and play Titanfall 2, like the campaign.
Yeah,
and not a lot of people liked it. I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun, and so it kind of makes me want to go back and play it again.
See, I'd never played the Titanfall games, and this game is very enjoyable just to play.
Yeah.
So I think I might have to pick up the old Titanfall games and give them a shot because I love everything about this game.
Well, the thing about the first one is it's an online game.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody's playing it anymore.
Yeah. Titanfall 1 was
we can bring it back.
was strictly online.
Online.
It was like Call of Duty
Yeah.
Black Ops 4, strictly
all
online
online.
multiplayer.
Let's bring it back, Michael.
But
you and I.
Titanfall 2 has a story,
Yeah, it has a single player campaign.
and it plays the same way. They decided a lot of people complained about no campaign in the first one, so they created a campaign.
So they
for the
created a
second one.
campaign. Well, I like fucking. I don't know. I like everything about it. I love the fact that I don't have to think about
like
it. I
fucking?
just plug. What?
That's what I was
You
about
like
to say.
fucking?
There was a little too much of a pause
Yeah,
there
I
in
was
between
like,
words.
What do I like about it? I like all of it. I like plugging. Okay, I like just.
You like
being able
fucking
to
and you like
boop, boop.
plugging. It's okay.
I do. I like both. I like being able to just pull up, sit on the couch, and bam, get into a game. I'm like 10 seconds. I'm into a game. I'm good. I'm going. I scratch an itch. Which is great because I don't have a lot of time to game so long, drawn out stories. Like I'm still playing Red Dead Redemption, still playing Spider-Man, because I get at max like an hour to play.
Have you finished God of War yet?
No.
I don't.
No,
even
I'm
wanna
at
talk to you
5%.
anymore.
Yeah, I know,
God of
right?
I don't want to
War.
talk to you anymore, man.
You just heard me say I got 1 hour every 2 to 3
Nope.
days to
No
dedicate
excuse.
to this.
No excuse.
So
You don't need to sleep.
That's why I started this gaming
Sleep is for the
podcast to
weak.
justify that research that I'm going to have to do. But no, I like it. That's what I'm playing right now. That's what fucking millions and millions of people are playing right now.
It has slowed down a little bit. I have noticed that the numbers on Mixer mainly because that's what I primarily stream on, but even Twitch, the numbers have gone down some. But I think Apex Legends is going to be the game that finally dethrones Fortnite. I think it'll take a little while.
I think once
to
they
get
start
there,
introducing
but-
more
Is it,
characters.
so PUBG wasn't really free.
Yeah,
yeah.
Fortnite was free, but you can tell it's a kid's game.
yeah.
And so this is an more adult game, and I think a
Yeah.
lot more adults will go from Fortnite to this, and that'll lose a big majority of their streamers and their gamers and stuff like that, because all these adults will be like, well, this is a more adult version of Fortnite. I don't have to deal with a bunch of kids playing. They're all gonna let you play Fortnite. So
I saw
Just wait till
Ninja.
after their bedtime.
I saw Ninja playing Legends.
Yeah.
A day or two after Legends came out, he jumped over, and that's all I've seen him play on Twitch.
He's smart. He's going wherever the fuck the attention is. He's got to be at the forefront of it. He's making $10 million last year. So whatever's hot now, he's going to jump to it and he's going to get on that. If it's Apex Legends, it's fucking Apex Legends. If that's what the people want to see, he's smart enough to give his audience what they want to see.
Yep.
So I'm excited to continue playing it. I'm excited when they start introducing more characters, more guns, more maps, things like that. It'll be fun. It'll be fun to see it grow. I honestly think it will compete, like Michael said, with Fortnite. So that kind of transitions into the next thing we wanted to talk about. Is that going to be a trend of games dropping out of nowhere? Like no pre-press, just boom. Here's a new game we've been working on undercover. Enjoy.
So I think it depends on the title.
yeah,
I think that if it's, in all honesty, if it's a title that a studio is not 100% confident in,
Yeah.
yes, I think that they'll just drop it on people and then let word of mouth kind of spread and let it go. If it's a
'Cause it
game
did.
that the studio is relying on padding their pocketbook for that
Yeah.
quarter, for that year, like Anthem, which has had a ton,
Which I'm super excited to play.
which you shouldn't be, but
we haven't gotten to what we're looking for yet.
But yeah, if it's a game that a studio is relying on for that quarter, that year, whatever, I think that's still gonna get all the media. That's still gonna get pushed. What is his name? Neil Bloombook, I think, or something. He's a director. The guy who directed District 9, Chappie, stuff like that.
Sam.
He did a short, trailer video advertisement for Anthem.
Oh,
Yeah.
live action.
yeah,
Yeah,
Which
a
they
live
did
action
for
trailer.
Destiny and Halo
Yeah,
as well.
It was
which,
fucking
which
intense.
looked really, really good.
looked amazing.
But that is the kind of marketing that a game like Anthem
Yeah.
gets, because it's the game that EA is relying on to really help
Win the first quarter.
Yeah. Will it? I don't think so. That we could talk about that later. But as far as games just being dropped,
Yeah.
I think we will start seeing more and more of that. I think Bethesda started doing that a little bit because, they announced Fallout 4 at E3 and then
Yeah.
it was out 4 months later in
Same thing
November.
with 76.
And it's the
Yeah,
same thing they did with 76,
It
but
was in
they
the fall.
should have not announced it at E3 and not released it.
they should have not released that game.
They
yet.
should have just
all.
held on to that.
They should
Or-
have just put that away in the Bethesda basement, never to be seen.
Or, like Michael said, there's a lot of people asking for games like Overwatch to be free to play. Would you be as upset with Fallout 76 if it were free to play?
Probably not.
I think I would.
You think you'd still be upset?
Yeah, because even if it's free to play, I mean, well, okay. Are we talking about Fallout 76 from Bethesda specifically?
Yes.
If it was free to play, would I be as upset
if
about
what
it?
you
Or
got
if it
and
was
what you
a
paid
Fallout
for was
76
what-
like game?
No. We're talking about specifically Fallout 76.
I would
so
still
what
be
you got
upset.
in
I would be
November.
disappointed just because Bethesda, I know, can do better.
Yes.
And they did not do better.
Yes, because
That
You
I-
feel ripped off.
Yeah, well, I,
I know
spent
what to
$75
expect.
in that game, and I played it twice.
Damn.
So-
I paid $75
Because I
also.
bought the Tricentennial edition.
So did I.
Thinking, first off, every advertisement they had for that game showed it was coming with a steelbook case. Did it come with a steelbook case? No.
As a
It
matter
came
of
with
fact,
coloring for
upset?
your armor and your.
as a
you're
matter of
really
fact,
upset at collectibles.
so I don't know about console, maybe, but I know that on PC, every copy of the game on PC didn't even come with a physical disc.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah.
Mine came with a physical disc.
Yeah, mine was a cardboard disc that had a code on it that you would redeem on the Bethesda
No,
launcher.
mine was a
so
physical
okay,
disc.
so, yeah.
That's fucking awesome.
But no, yeah, I just
they couldn't
if
even be
it's-
bothered to give you plastic.
So even if Fallout 76 were free to play and they made their money through microtransactions or whatever,
Yeah,
I would
loot
still be
boxes
upset
and-
because I feel
Expected
like
more.
yeah, just like Bethesda like did a half-ass job with this game. Not even a half-ass job. Barely a quarter-ass job with it, really. I mean, here we are. It came out mid-November, right?
Mid-November,
Something like that,
So
yeah.
November, December, January.
And the
February.
CEO was talking about it in October.
We're 3
but-
months out of it being released.
Yeah.
Almost 4 months from its initial beta, which was at the end of October. And the game is still crap. There's
Yeah,
still
it is.
bugs. There's still and these are bugs that people discovered on day one.
Yeah.
I've
No patches have come through that have solved the
as a matter
day
of
one
fact,
issues.
they just recently released a patch a few weeks ago that broke stuff that they fixed before it. So people were asking for them to revert that previous patch because the
Just
game was
undo the patch.
was in a better working state before that patch. And then you
That's
have
hilarious.
And then
Unpatch the patch, please.
all the stuff that has happened around it too. It's like the game came out and then it was just like that was the fuse, and it's just continuing. That was the spark that lit the forest fire, and we're at like 1,000-acre forest fire now at this point because not only was the game garbage,
Yeah.
but then you had the canvas bag issue.
Special edition canvas bag issue.
Then you
when
had
they ran out of bag.
no,
no,
they didn't
canvas.
make the right bags.
so
They
when-
gave shitty quality.
Yeah,
bags,
the only
right?
ones
yeah,
who got
so-
a good canvas one were like the developers. That's the only people who got it.
Yeah. So when the game was initially shown, they said, "Oh, this $200 version of the game that comes with the power armor helmet is going to come with this nice canvas bag." The game comes out, people get their copies, and it's like a nylon bag. And they explained, "Oh, it was going to cost too much or take too long to produce the canvas ones.
Yeah.
So this is just what you guys get." They have since reversed that,
And
but
said,
people
"Send
aren't
us your
going to get
bags,
their
we'll get
bags
you."
until like June.
Yeah, they're remaking the
Fuck.
bags.
Then, if you submitted a ticket to get the new bag, there was a bug in their ticketing system that let you see everyone else's tickets. I could see, like, if you submitted a ticket, you saw everyone's ticket along with all of their information and stuff like that. Then,
So a data leak. Massive data leak.
they were putting out a special edition rum for the game that was coming in a Nuka-Cola bottle shaped thing.
Yep, I was almost gonna buy it. I'm
But
glad I
people,
didn't.
but then
You were
people
so
ripped.
upset
So
at Fallout.
the image that they showed
Nuka-Cola bottle. That's what
was this like nice looking, like it looked like it was going to be like
Looked like
glass,
this.
really dark, like glass sort of thing.
Yeah.
But then the company that was producing the rum put out a video because it had been delayed. And then the company that was making the rum for Bethesda put out a video showing what it was, and it was a plastic cover over a glass bottle. And apparently the rum was actually trash too. Like it didn't taste very good.
Oh, god damn it.
And so it just seems like Bethesda just keeps making misstep after misstep after misstep.
Well,
Like,
and they came out with this new jacket that everybody keeps making jokes about. That
Oh,
hasn't
yeah.
released yet. This new leather jacket. They're
Yeah,
like,
there
what
was
is it gonna be
some
nylon as well?
jacket
Like,
yeah, there was something to do with a jacket, but by that point, I was just like,
the pre-release
Oh,
hype
Bethesda
is
is just
gone.
burning.
also, the
themselves
Pit
alive
Boy
at this point.
was shit as well.
The
Yeah.
Pip-Boy that was
The Pip-Boy they came out with for it was shit as well. Like I pre-ordered it, and then when it came out, I was like, I'm not gonna buy that, and I took my pre-order money back. And I was like, I got the Fallout 4 one. I'm fine with that. Like,
Yeah, it's just been one shot in
Fuck
the
up
foot
after
after shot in
another.
the foot
Fuck
after
up after
shot in the
another.
foot, and
It
it,
But
it
it
just
sounds
seems
like they're
Bethesda.
preventable issues. Like,
well, they did
you knew
so
you had
well
a
with
shit
Fallout
mag.
4.
Yeah, I think
With the marketing, the special editions,
So-
everything about Fallout 4 was great.
Yeah.
And then the Fallout 76 is just destroying them.
so. In order to fully understand the issue, you kind of have to understand how Bethesda is structured too.
Yeah.
You have Bethesda, which is the publisher, and then within Bethesda, there's other development studios to include Bethesda Softworks, which develops the Fallout games. I feel, just knowing the tradition that Bethesda has with making good games, buggy games, but good games, I can't see how Todd Howard, the director of Bethesda GameWorks,
With a straight face.
would allow a game like this to leave a studio. So I feel that they were under pressure to put something out this year, and the reason for that is because Fallout 4 came out 2015.
Something like that. Yeah.
2015. We're in 2018 when Fallout 76 comes out, and they have nothing. They're not going to have anything for at least another year or two with the new space game that they have coming out. I can't remember what it's
But
called.
that's not even by Bethesda.
Yeah, it is.
No. Oh no, it's by the people who did Vegas.
No. They're doing something else.
You're talking about the Outer Worlds, right?
Yeah, I'm not
I didn't
talking
think it was
about that.
by Bethesda.
That one's not. No.
Oh, okay.
But Bethesda is putting out its Star something or another. They showed a brief teaser of it at their E3 conference. They showed
might
that.
vaguely
Yeah, and then
remember
they
that.
ended with the Skyrim
with
or
with
new
the Elder
Elder
Scrolls 6.
Scrolls.
But I can't remember what it's called. But it's a
Memory.
game that according to Todd Howard, they've been working on for years and years and years on the same game engine, mind you. Which now everybody's worried about that because you can literally go into the game's code and pull out stuff that references Morrowind, which was, for those who don't know, that was Elder Scrolls 3, and then we had 4 and Fallout 3 and then Skyrim and then Fallout 4. So you're talking like 6 games after that. You can go into Fallout 76's code and find stuff in there from Morrowind.
Fuck.
Now, that's not necessarily a bad thing, because if you look at the Unreal Engine, which Fortnite's built on and the Arkham games were built on and stuff like that, that engine goes back years too. That engine's actually older than the Creation Engine. But it's been updated constantly and really, really...
Upkept.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Creation Engine for Bethesda, there's even a video of one of the developers quoting, "We like it because it's easy to build games with." But it's an old
So it's great for
engine
meeting deadlines.
that needs a lot of TLC to it. So, that being said, I feel that Bethesda as the publisher wanted a game out this year to hold people over before this new Star... God, I can't remember what the name of it is.
We're gonna Google it because
I'm
you
gonna
need to
find
know
out
the name.
what it is, because it is
and-
bugging me.
But on that level, I am really excited for the Outer Worlds game.
Are you?
Have you seen trailers for it? It basically looks like Fallout in space.
Starfield.
Starfield, yeah.
That was it. Starfield. Sorry. Yeah. So they wanted something in there to hold people over before Starfield, because they just announced it this last year at E3. So it's probably not coming out next year. It may come out. What would that
What are
be?
you talking about, Brandon?
2021.
It's coming out 3 months after the announcement.
Yeah,
That's how
exactly.
they're doing it now.
But yeah, so I feel that 76 was rushed. I think that if it had an additional 6 months at least of just, we're not revealing this game, we're not talking about this game, we're going to work on it and get it built, I think it could have been better. Because the idea of a multiplayer Fallout,
We all wanted open
was
world
cool.
Fallout game. Yeah.
I just think that the way that it was handled was terrible. And it needed a fucking story
It does
to
need a
it. A
fucking story.
legitimate fucking
It needs
story.
NPCs.
I'm
It needs
sorry.
No,
better-
you don't want
needs NPCs.
Minecraft Fallout?
No.
Just fucking.
Well, that's the thing. You can't even
Open
really
world.
you can't even really build in this like you can in Minecraft.
Yeah.
You can
You
can
can do
build
whatever the
some
fuck
cool
you
shit
want
in
in
Minecraft.
you can, but not like
You can't rebuild
Yeah.
the Parthenon.
Yeah, I just-
in block form.
like I play Minecraft with my kids and we go
Yeah.
and explore and build
It's fun,
stuff.
man.
And,
I think we should
Yeah.
play Minecraft. It's fun.
and
I'm
all
and
for
whatnot.
Minecraft.
But like this
like
was
kid
just
games.
See how
where I
long we
can't
can
die.
survive it. No, you can
And-
survive.
No. I can't.
and what's funny is like Todd Howard has been pretty silent
Yeah.
since the game came out.
He has.
And
He was all over the place before the game came out.
E3,
and then after the
press
game, he's been silent.
conferences,
And
developer
the-
conferences.
And the VP for Bethesda, God, what is his name too? Dave something. I can't remember.
Dave
But anyway,
fuck up McGee.
but like they've all been
Radio
silent
silence.
and whatnot. So I feel that they know that they basically took their dick, they put it in a book, and they slammed the book shut. And they know that they messed up, so now they're staying down. They're in the bunker and they're working on Starfield. And they may be taking their engine apart and rebuilding it from the ground up, and then they're going to
Which is
import
how they
Starfield
should be doing
into it.
Yeah, if they fuck up
But
that
yeah.
bad, it's like restart, dude.
But going back to what we were originally saying, games just dropping like that, I am okay with it, depending on the game, and I think the studios are going to be the same way, depending on
But-
on where this game fits in the studio's portfolio. It either will or it won't just be dropped on us.
But like I think, like you said, like certain games, like games that are story driven, like the new Days Gone game coming on PS4. That's a game they could not just simply drop.
No.
That's the game they're giving a lot of hype for.
Yeah, anything that's got like hundreds of playing
Yeah.
hours of storyline,
Yeah.
it's not gonna.
Which I actually got to play at PAX South.
Yeah, I didn't get a chance to
Which-
play
This
it.
fucker did, yeah.
I wanted to. There were so many games I wanted to play, but because I was with a group of people that were dressed up as characters,
Yeah.
we kept
Yeah.
getting stopped. And I was like,
There's no
we
way
were
you could
all
just
wearing
stand in
stuff where I was
line.
like, I
Yeah.
don't want to stand in line.
Yeah,
So
you can't stand in
I
line
wish-
in peace because people are
No,
coming
yeah.
up to you.
I
like,
wish I had
photo,
gone Friday.
photo,
That way I would have
photo.
had a day that I wasn't dressed up.
Yeah.
That's actually the day
For a
I went
gaming
Friday.
con,
That-
that's what I want to do
that
from
I got
now
to
on.
play it.
It's like for RTX, we did that for RTX.
Yes.
We had one day we did not dress up. We could see everything without being stopped.
Yep.
And that's what I want. I'm gonna do that again. I'm gonna be like, look, next time I'm gonna have one day where I'm not dressing up. It'll be like a Friday or a Sunday where
Yeah.
nobody really cares.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go not dressed up, see everything, play games, stuff like that. Like
fast.
no lie, at PAX there was a Minecraft escape room I really
Yeah.
wanted to play.
What? Dude.
Like
No, but that thing there, they like shut it down like within minutes of the doors opening in the morning.
Yeah,
Like they had
the line was too. It kept out.
they had people signed up like all day for it because
And then-
apparently they give you like an hour
Yeah,
to like
to
get
get out.
in and get out, so they can only do so many per
Yeah.
day. Like
Yeah.
within 20 minutes of the doors opening, the list was already done.
Yeah.
for
'cause
the
it was
day.
right there by the doors.
Yeah.
It was the first thing you saw.
Yeah.
Then I was like, well, if we can't do that, let's do the VR because I wanted to see Minecraft in VR.
Yeah.
No one wanted to stop and play. I was like, come on, guys, it'll be
Oh,
fun.
You're at a gaming convention and you don't want to stop and
Yeah.
play the games. You should have
Yeah.
hung around with Brandon a little more.
Um,
Because Brandon was playing every fucking
was.
thing
Whoa.
they allowed him to.
Yeah.
I wanted
there's
to.
a game.
Because part of me wanted because I wanted to stay in line and play some of those games. Like I wanted to play Days Gone. I wanted to play Resident Evil 2 because it was before it come out, and I wanted to, but I pre-ordered Days Gone anyway, so I'm really excited for it.
I want
Days
to play
Gone-
tabletops my shit. So I was walking around PAX like finding tabletop
Yeah.
games and wanted to play those.
Days Gone is good. The section of the demo that I got, it kind of throws you in, and there wasn't much of a tutorial beforehand, and it's like you got to get to that spot over there. There's a bunch of zombies in the way. Go figure it out. Okay, so I mean, I really didn't know what I was doing, but what I played was really cool, really fun. The zombies are smart but dumb, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, I get what you're
like
saying.
the AI built into them is pretty smart because you can distract them with certain things and get them
Yeah.
to like run off and go away. But they're also really smart in the sense that they'll know if you're trying to distract them. So if you try to, they'll like come at you and stuff. It's pretty crazy. But yeah, pretty good.
Oh, that's scary. You guys like scary games.
Well,
So-
and then another game that's coming out that I'm really excited for is based off of the zombies is
Yeah.
Last of Us 2, because it's a huge story-driven game, and the second one just looks even better, and I'm really excited about that game as
Yeah,
well.
so for all the hype that these Apex Legends and these Battle Royale games are getting, and even if they do start dropping them out of nowhere, because it looks like that's the way to drop a Battle Royale game.
Is that
Boom, here it is.
Out of nowhere,
Go
boom,
play.
free to play, get in, bitches.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spend your money on
Yeah, spend your money
customization.
on customization.
That's actually something that I just thought of. I think that just dropping a game on us is something that they'll do for free to play games only.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that seems the most because you
Because
don't
then
have
they don't
to
spend any
build
money on
hype.
marketing.
Yeah,
Exactly.
you get all the
They'll
hype because
yeah.
Twitter, Instagram, everybody's going to want to be on the new thing.
Yeah.
You get that instant. Streamers are
And
going
they'll
to
be like, yo, look at this game that just dropped
Yeah.
out of nowhere. Like,
yeah, streamers
Yeah.
are going to rush
Yeah.
to be the first one streaming on it. So yeah, I think free to play will be the thing. So we'll transition from that into, Michael's already kind of talked about it, the games you're interested that are coming out. What are you interested in playing moving forward in the next, we'll say, 3-month window?
oh, 3-month window.
Yeah.
Let's say year.
Yeah, because if you want to
Yeah,
do the
year.
year,
Because I'm trying to think of
let's
games
say
that
then I
come
got the
out.
Ghost of Tsushima, which still doesn't have a release date. But
the only reason why I say a year is because a lot of big game releases come in the fall.
Yeah.
So if you're talking 3 months, there's
but
not going to be
but
much
I want to
coming
leave some
out
stuff for
in the
episode
next-
2.
Well, we can.
We're just
We can-
it's
We
getting
can talk about
closer.
new details and stuff that come
Yeah,
out.
true. You have a very good point, Michael. So what are your games for the year that you're?
Well,
Is it
Apex
gonna
was one of them, but after what Brandon has talked about at Apex, it's
Wait,
least-
Anthem?
Anthem, sorry, not
Anthem.
Apex. Anthem.
I mean,
I'm
here's-
still going in.
Here's my take on Anthem playing the alpha and both betas. I have not played the full game. I will preference this with that. But based off of my experience in the alpha, which with the alpha, the mechanics were there. Gameplay was terrible though. It was too buggy. It was really just not solid. But the betas, it did get better. My take on Anthem is this. If you liked Destiny, the first Destiny, when it came out, you'll like Anthem. I just feel that there's not enough content there to hold a person's attention for long. You'll
like it.
You'll probably blow through it. The average person will probably blow through all the content 20 hours, and then that'll be it. If you're somebody like Juan, who still hasn't beaten God of War,
I got 2 months of playing in there.
we'll be talking about Anthem with him for the next couple of years.
It's gonna be my game, guys.
But
This is
if
the
you're
game
someone,
that I dominate.
if you're someone like me, who if you get into a game that's very story driven and you get sucked into it, you'll have that thing done in about 10, 15 hours tops, because you'll just want to keep playing and keep seeing what's next and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think foundation wise, like gameplay wise, it is fun. Gameplay wise, it is fun. There's something to be said about flying around as Iron Man and doing stuff, but eventually that's gonna get old, because you can only fly around and shoot the same creatures so many times before you're like, let's do this again. And then eventually you start learning the mechanics of how the enemies react, so then you can like exploit it.
Yeah, so you just time it right
Exactly.
after that.
So from what I saw of the story in the beta, which again was a very small section, the alpha lets you play from level 1 to like level 2 or 3, and then the betas dropped you in at level 10 and let you play a little bit. The story seems kind of interesting, but I don't know yet if it's something that I want to jump into at this moment. On top of that, like I said earlier, Star Citizen is taking up a lot of my time. So but anyway, go ahead.
What are you looking
Yeah,
at
no,
too?
that's fine.
Is
Because
it
I don't think we
Anthem?
talked about it actually on the podcast. I'm less excited about that one. I'm have to see what they come out with more. But like I said, Days Gone is a huge one I'm excited for. I'm a PlayStation slut, so games like that are awesome to me. Well, here's the thing: is like PlayStation, like Xbox is good at online games. PlayStation's got their foot in the story mode. Like
Yeah.
they're great at campaigns. Like all their games have campaigns, are like they capture you in and stuff like that. So Days Gone, I'm excited about. The Last of Us 2, which is going to come out next year sometime. That one I'm super excited about because I love the first one. It's by one of my favorite developers, Naughty Dog, who did the original Crash Bandicoots, which is another game which I mentioned earlier is Nitro Racing. Is another one I'm super excited about because it's a remastered of one of my favorite childhood games. But anyways, like The Last of Us and stuff like that, those are games I'm looking forward to. And then one that I'm looking forward to playing, but I have already, is Metro Exodus, because I love the first two. And I love the fact that a lot of books get made into movies. These are books that get made into video games.
Hey.
So they had the hours that they could
Yeah.
put into this. But at the same time, I'm thinking, how do you take a book and make it into a playable character? Like you make that, like that's so weird to me that they do that.
The Witcher.
Yeah, The Witcher's a big
Oh.
one. Yeah, Witcher's another one.
Which is now going to be a live action Netflix
first off,
series.
The Witcher is an open world game.
Yeah.
Whereas like Metro is a pretty straightforward. It's open world, but it's also you can do it straightforward, so the
Yeah.
story continues. But Witcher is like an open world game. Like the fact they took that from a book is crazy. So games like that are super cool to me because again, that's a game that's in depth. It has no online gaming.
Yeah.
It's in depth in its story. It's banking on its story, and I love games that do that. If a game says it's got it online, I automatically think, oh, the story won't be that good then, because they're putting too much in online. That's what happened to Halo. Like the first Halo, the story was cool, it was new.
Yeah.
They had a little bit online, but it was all like split screen. It was no like that was right when online was getting bigger. But the further Halo goes, the less and less of a story it has.
Yeah.
Until the last Halo, where it feels like all they did was throw a bunch of shit together to make a story for their online.
I was really disappointed with Halo 5.
Yeah, and I'm mad too because I thought the idea of having teams was super cool.
Yeah.
And having it like where instead of just being another Spartan when you play with your friends online, like in the story, it was like an actual team member. And I thought that was cool. Plus, they brought back one of my favorite Halo characters, which is Buck, one of my favorite characters from Halo ODST is one of my favorite games.
Yeah.
Like I don't know why it is. Most people hate that game, but I
it's-
love it.
It's Nathan Fillion
It's Nathan
too.
Fillion.
So
I mean-
you know,
I mean, come on.
I think we got to the bottom of it. Of
Yeah.
why it's your
It's
favorite
Nathan
game.
Fillion. But Halo 3 before that game even came out, and Halo 2, ODSTs were my favorite characters. Like I always thought they were super cool. They were these soldiers that have no like super serum, no like enhanced
Spartans.
abilities, but
They're not
they're
Spartans.
fighting side by side with Spartans, doing the same shit they do.
Yeah.
And surviving that shit. And that's why ODST was one of my favorite games, because you drop down as an ODST and you're not banking on some Spartan getting you through it. You're doing your own shit.
Yeah,
And
you have to
taking out-
sneak through the
you have to
city a
sneak
little
through
bit.
this, like,
You have to be more tactical as opposed
exactly
to just running in there and blowing shit up.
Because the games actually have like the weapons actually have silencers on
Yeah.
them,
Yeah.
so you can sneak around. And so it's one of those games where I enjoyed it because it was a different than a Halo game.
Yeah,
It was a different Halo game. It was cool, and I wish they had done more with it.
Outside of Metal Gear, I hate stealth games.
Yeah.
I'm just suck at stealth.
But anyways, PlayStation is really good though with their
Yeah.
games. They don't put online into a lot
Yeah.
of their story games.
What about
like
you?
Until Dawn was a good one. That's
Yeah.
a full on story game. Last of Us had some online, but the online was shit, but the story was amazing.
Yeah.
Uncharted, the first 2 games didn't have online until the 3rd game they introduced online, and the 4th game they had it. The online's okay, it got better in the 4th one, but they put all of their chips into the story. And that's why I love developers that Sony uses, because of that reason. Again, PS4 Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Sony's the only one that has that game because they're the only ones willing to put the time into the story.
So, as Michael
And the
was
fact that
saying,
Sony owns
he has no friends.
owns Spider-Man.
He wants to play.
It's true.
play
No, it's
for
true. I
himself.
get bored playing online. It's the same thing. You kill as many people as you can. I like story. I like to get brought into it. That's why
Yeah.
games
So it's
like
an escape for you.
that's why I was so excited about games like Destiny and Anthem and Fallout 76, because in my head when they talk about them, they're supposed to be these great story-driven
That
games
marry the
that you
two.
can play with your friends.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's perfect. Like that's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
And that's why like we talked about,
I would love to
Fallout
play with you,
76. I was so excited for it till it dropped, because I have friends that we talk hours about the Fallout games.
about the adventures.
The adventures,
times
and
that
you're like,
spent
you know how
in the
cool it'd be
Fallout
if we could do
universe.
all this shit
Yeah.
together?
Like, dude, imagine
Imagine if-
discovering a vault with your friends, and going
and taking on this
exploring it.
fucking
Yeah.
like Deathclaw
Deathclaw.
with your friends.
Which
Super
is what
mutants.
76 was
Which is
supposed
what it was supposed to be. But it lost
But it
the
turned into
story
fuckboys
part of
bombing
it.
you the moment you got in.
Yeah, and it takes away the story part of it.
Yeah.
So what a big thing that could fit 676 for me is if they make the closed what are they called? Like where you just play with your friends on the map. You don't have to deal with
Oh, like a
like
Like
they do in
a,
Grand Theft Auto, where it's like a closed match.
a closed session.
Closed session or
sort of
whatever. So it's just your friends.
Which they're supposed to. That's supposed to be a feature that's coming, because they were promising. Don't worry, mod support's still going to be in
Yeah.
the game. You're still going to be able to mod it. You're still going to be able to do stuff with private servers.
Yeah, private servers.
And then
Yes.
you'll be able to invite your friends to those servers. Then you guys can explore it then.
And that's what I want, because if I'm with my, even I haven't played with my friends yet, because I've only played it twice. But the few times I've played it, I always get shit on by these random players. I'm like, guys,
Yeah.
I just want to go and explore.
I'm trying to go look at the house, fucker.
Like I
There's
don't.
no need
I'm
for
not
a
looking to
firefight
fight
right now.
anybody.
Yeah.
And so if you can do a private session with your friends where that's what you can do is explore the wasteland, I would enjoy it a lot.
Is that
more.
going to fix it for you guys? Is that
It would
gonna be
fix it
like-
more. If they added a little more story, it would make it a whole lot better. If they added NPCs and got rid of just the robots with some data things you read, you're like, oh, this is the next part of the story.
If they added any kind of story really to
That's
it,
true.
Any remnant.
and made a few of those changes, I think that would be a step in the right
Yeah.
direction. I don't think it would completely fix it, but I do think that it would be
It'd make it a lot more enjoyable.
a step in the right direction.
It would at
So.
least make it playable.
Yeah.
Because it'd be a closed session. It'd be
Yeah.
you and your boys going through it. Kind of like you said, Anthem.
Yeah.
Anthem's not finished, but if you have the friends to play it,
Yeah.
and it'll at least let you hang out with your friends for a while.
But like Destiny was supposed to be that for me as well.
Yeah.
And same with the Tom Clancy one. What's it called? Division.
The Division.
Division was the same thing. It was supposed to be
Yeah.
a story-driven game that you play with your friends. The first one kind of let me down. The second one gives me more hope. It looks like it could be that again.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, Anthem gave me hope as well until we had
till
people who play it.
we had Brandon on.
So
Well, I played the closed beta for the Division 2 this last weekend or whenever it was, and there's an open beta coming March 1st or that weekend or
I will play that when it comes out.
or whatever. But yeah, I get into these betas without even like you're supposed to pre-order the game in
Yeah.
order to get into the beta. I got an email from Ubisoft. I was like, hey, go play. Tell us what you think.
Maybe they know you're. Maybe they know you're a heavy beta guy.
Well,
and they're like,
here's the
"This
thing.
guy's-"
Like almost every.
Do you fill out the reports?
I do. Yeah.
That's why.
That's what they
every
said to me.
single beta that they've had for any of their games, going all the way back. Trying to remember. I think it was it the first Division? I can't remember, but ever since that point, right?
Mm.
Whatever game it was, every beta they've had, I just get emails saying,
Well,
hey,
So you probably
come
signed
play.
up for a company.
It's probably because
through your
you
data
actually
and news.
respond. They give
Maybe.
betas to a
Yeah,
lot of people who
probably.
just play it,
Yeah.
and that's
Like,
it.
What was there? The Crew, the driving
Oh, yeah,
across
yeah.
the country, wasn't even interested in that game. I got
Got
an
the
email from
beta.
him saying, "Hey, try our game out. Tell us what you think." So I did. I responded to the forums and stuff like that, and told them what they needed to do. And I don't know if they ever did anything because I never got the game. But
Yeah.
but no. But yeah, speaking of the Division 2, if
Yeah, I'm
you're
done. You're
Yeah,
good.
that's
so I was
his
going to roll
list.
into.
Yeah.
I was going to segue.
What do you want?
That's one of the games that I was looking for. I've actually got a list here of games
Holy shit.
that I was looking forward
He's
to.
got a
this year.
legit list, ladies and gentlemen.
Some of them have been crossed off, like Anthem, Crackdown 3, which I've now heard is not as good as it was. I played the first one, didn't play the second one, but was looking forward to the third one because
Yeah.
Terry Crews was like one of the main characters. Like,
Yeah.
dude, come on, it's Terry.
Yeah, it's
You
Terry
gotta at
fucking
least
Crews.
that earns you
Yeah.
a
Who's
shot.
apparently a huge gamer as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But no, so my list has been modified a little bit now. There's still games on here, but
We
Doom
need to
Eternal.
post Brandon's power rankings.
Oh, Doom Eternal.
So if
That's
y'all
another
want to
one.
see that content, we'll get it from Brandon and post Brandon's power rankings for his video games.
So Doom Eternal, I
Forgot about that one.
loved the last Doom. It was
Did you ever play
so
it in
much
VR?
fun to play?
Did you ever play it in VR?
No.
No, I was always curious how the VR was for it.
I would imagine that
It's horrifying.
it would be vomit inducing because
Probably.
it's fast.
It is a fast-paced
game.
game.
Is
Yeah.
But yeah, Doom, loved Doom. Rage 2.
Yes, that's another one I
I'm
saw.
looking forward to Rage 2. Skull and Bones. It is the game.
I know that
It
one.
is the game. So Assassin's Creed 4 came out. It had the pirate ship aspect
Yeah.
to it. Was super popular.
Yeah.
Well, Ubisoft was like, we're gonna take that and make
make
its
our
own
own
game.
game.
Or make a
Boom.
pirate standalone game.
And the game is
Is
called
that what
Skull
that
and
is?
Bones.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And so I'm looking forward to that one.
I didn't even know they were coming out with
Let's
that.
see here. The Division 2. I don't know if it's been confirmed yet or not, but I heard a rumor that we're getting Wolfenstein 3 or
Really?
whatever the next
I have to
continuation
finish
of
the
that
second
is
one
this
still.
year. Loved the first Wolfenstein. Loved Wolfenstein: The New Order. I'm looking forward to seeing where we go with the story of Blazinski or whatever
Yeah.
the freaking character's name is. He got his head cut off in the last game and it was
Yeah.
put onto like he is now like a cybernetic like soldier type.
It's a
thing.
weird fucking game. Have you
Yeah,
played them?
it is.
They're weird
No,
fucking
I haven't
games.
played the Wolfenstein
Now,
game.
this hasn't been confirmed for this year. Fingers are fucking crossed for this, and I'm hoping we at least hear something new about it. But the remake for Final Fantasy VII,
Mm,
that game has been silent since they announced it.
yeah.
And
So you're hoping for some gameplay
I'm hoping
footage at
for
E3.
I'm
and
hoping for
a
hey, you
release
won't
date.
see it for another 5 years. Cool, just let me know.
Yeah,
Just
tell
let me
me,
know.
give me a deadline here.
I was looking forward to Metroid Prime 4, but Nintendo, who is being extremely transparent with the game's development, which I absolutely love,
Yeah.
has said we were unsatisfied with where it was. We're starting over from scratch with the original studio that did all
Hey,
the other Metroid
take
Prime
notes,
games.
Bethesda.
Oh fuck!
Take notes, Bethesda.
Take notes,
Exactly.
Bethesda. Look,
Um,
we didn't want to deliver you a shit product, so give us another year
Yeah.
or two.
So
we'll get it right.
it was announced at E3 not last year but the year before. Got nothing from it this last year. Was hoping to see something this year to include a possible release date. Looks like that's probably not going to happen.
Yeah.
Stay tuned for E3 because I don't know if you're planning on doing anything.
Yeah,
for
we're gonna
E3, but
definitely
I'm
try to-
definitely planning on.
We're
live.
trying to go to E3.
If
Oh,
we can't
shit.
go, I said we should probably live stream the coverage.
yeah, I think
as
we should
work
live
back
stream
to
the
it.
three of us. Sit down
definitely
and
live.
live stream.
I mean, I'll sit here. We'll have it up here. We'll live stream it. I'm down
yeah,
for that.
no,
live
we could
stream.
live stream it here.
And then we were talking about Halo. I'm a huge Halo fan.
Oh, I forgot
will-
about Infinite.
I will bash the most recent games into the ground, but I'm interested to see
You're
where
still
the
coming
story
back
And I will
goes.
still buy the new game whenever it comes out.
I am looking forward
They
to
got you
Halo
by the balls.
Infinite, mostly because I'm curious about it.
Yeah, they
Like,
had
is
no
this-
information about
Is
it.
this an open world Halo now?
I've heard it is. Like, I've heard multiple things,
In the trailer for it, the Chief looks like he's in his Halo 2 armor,
which is awesome because it's my favorite
so
one.
are we going back in time? Is this gonna be like what is this game?
And it looks
about?
like they're on a Halo again. Like, it's so confusing.
Yeah, it looks like they're back on the original. Are they like remaking the first Halo in its entirety to kind of catch people up? And then
Is
we're
it-
gonna move forward.
Or
with
is
Halo
there some
6?
sort of like with the with all of the Guardians and shit? Is there like a time thing where he
Yeah.
goes back in time, like they're trying to do with the Avengers, and tries to stop all of the Halos from firing?
Yeah,
and try to stop everything that has happened at this point and try to reverse everything. Is this what he's trying to do?
Yeah,
like-
so
Revamp.
So yeah, so those are some of my games.
Fuck.
Some of my
It's a lengthy list.
things.
Well, he had more. He just didn't say.
Yeah,
Yeah, no.
And there's other ones. Like there's
No,
a new
those are the
Walking
good
Dead
top
game
ones.
that's coming out. Like there's a new Walking Dead first-person shooter that's coming out.
Mhm.
That looks really cool.
Does it?
Yeah.
Does it really?
the
it
one
does.
from what's the studio? Kill.
Kill something. Yeah.
It's already out.
Is it out? Oh, was it not good? Oh, I guess it was not very good. If I haven't
Scratch
seen
that
it.
one off the list.
It was basically Left 4 Dead, but not quite as fast paced.
Oh, see, that's what they need to do is another Left 4 Dead. I miss Left 4 Dead.
But no, yeah. Which if we got a little bit more time,
Yeah,
speaking
definitely.
of Metroid Prime 4 and the Switch and everything, have you guys heard this news that Xbox Live is coming to Nintendo Switch?
Yeah, I have heard that.
I don't know.
Xbox Live is now going to officially be supported on the Switch, iOS, and Android.
Does that mean they can do cross-platform then? Like their
Take
games?
notes,
believe
PlayStation.
That
Take
is
note.
Could
what-
that also mean that
this is
that the new
doing.
Halo
What's
game
it-
could be put on the Switch?
I don't think it would go that far, but I
No,
think what
but I
it's
think
for
multi-platform titles.
is for games like Fortnite,
Yeah.
like not so
Well,
games
Fortnite
that-
you can transfer for
Well,
any
right,
game.
right,
Yeah.
right. But
Yeah.
that's with an Epic account. You have to have an Epic
Yeah.
account because it uses that back inside to make everything crossplay. But yes, I think that Microsoft's push to put Xbox Live on the Switch and on these other platforms is to make everything cross, because PC already has Xbox Live built into
Well,
it.
yes.
Yeah.
The Xbox obviously does. Now the Switch is iOS and Android. The only holdout now is PlayStation, which
Yeah.
I seriously doubt that they will ever allow it unless they're just forced into a corner and do it. But I
Yeah.
think it's
well, they sold all their movie rights and they need more money, so
yeah. But yeah, I think this is a push for Microsoft to look like the good guy in this situation and say, cross-platform, we got you guys. It doesn't matter what you're playing on, unless it's on PS4. It doesn't matter what you're playing on, we got you. You can play any game
Unless it's
on
on
any
PS4.
platform with any of your friends on any platform.
Unless you're
Just
PS4.
go. Unless you're PlayStation. We don't like those guys. But yeah, I think that's what this is. You can already
Yeah.
do it with a lot of games through Xbox Live. Minecraft has Xbox Live built into it.
Yeah.
On the Switch, you sign into your Xbox Live gamer tag. You can then play
Yeah.
PC, Xbox, iOS. My kids, my son plays on the Switch, one of them plays on the Xbox, I play on PC, my daughter plays on her phone.
All together.
And we can all play together. So I have
That's
no
dope.
doubt
That's
whatsoever.
one of the games I'm surprised they haven't made completely cross-platform like Fortnite. Because even Fortnite you can play on PlayStation and Xbox.
Yeah.
But that's one I'm surprised they didn't do first. Was Minecraft. It's such a big
I think
game that you play on every console.
that at the time that they were really pushing for the cross-platform and all that stuff, it just Minecraft wasn't at the forefront anymore.
Yep.
yeah.
Fortnite was, and so that was one of the because
That became priority.
It's Fortnite, Rocket League. I think there's one other game that's actually cross-platform across
Yeah.
everything. But
Yeah.
I got really excited at the Game Awards this last year when all three heads came out on stage together, where they had Reggie, Phil Spencer, and what's the guy for PlayStation? Anyway, all three heads of the companies came out, the U.S. side of them anyway, and they were, they were the first ones out on the stage. I got so excited because I seriously thought we're going to
announce cross-platform.
They are going to announce cross-play across everything, and this is going to be awesome, and it's going to be great. And then they walked off the stage, they didn't, and I threw something at the TV. I didn't actually throw anything at the TV,
I
but
threw a paper towel.
I got really upset because I was like, man, you cock teasers, like here's all three of you on the, and because what they were talking about was like, it doesn't matter what you play on, we can
We can all come together.
we are here, we are all here because of gaming and our love for gaming. And I thought just right on their lips it was going to be a cross-play for everybody, and I was like, yeah, but it didn't happen.
Yeah.
So
Damn it.
Because this is how I think they could do it cross-play and then make it so your consoles have exclusive content.
Yeah.
Like, you play on PlayStation, you get these exclusive skins or characters or vehicles where it gives people that reason to choose a platform.
Yeah.
More than that, this game only, like, if you play on this game, you can only play with your friends that play on this game. Like, I don't like that. Like, I have friends that play Xbox, but I love playing I like the PlayStation controller over the Xbox controller because that's what I grew up on.
Yeah.
But all my friends play Xbox, so I'm like, well, I have to get used to the Xbox controller because that's what everybody plays.
play on PC, because then you can use the PlayStation controller
I know.
with playing.
That's why I'm going to start. I'm going to
Did we
start
not
playing
hear-
on PC.
Did we not hear about building PCs at the beginning of the show?
Yes.
We're all saving our pennies.
We're working on
to
that.
become PC gamers.
Because that's what I'm gonna do. Is I'm gonna hook up. I'm gonna have a controller that I use for everything. I'm gonna
Nice.
hook up to the console. And be like, all right, let's do this.
You're just gonna be
there's
PlayStation control and
actually
everything.
quite a few games out there now that if you hook up a PlayStation controller to them playing on PC, it gives you the actual button prompts for it because they're already programmed into the game because
Yeah.
they're on console.
Yeah.
It didn't always used to be that way. It used to
Oh.
be that if you plugged in even a PlayStation controller, you would get the Xbox button prompts.
Yeah.
And so you'd have to be like, okay, okay, that's X, got it.
You have
But
to do
no-
that on muscle memory. Yeah.
But no,
Yeah.
now it's, if you plug in an Xbox controller, it gives you the Xbox button prompts. If you plug
Which
in a
ironically,
PlayStation
I still
controller-
have. Like when people say press B and I'm playing on PlayStation, I still know that
Circle.
that means
Yeah.
like boom. Just hit
But
the
I always
circle.
love the memes where it's like when video games tell me to press X, this is why I have trust issues. And it's like every controller has got X in a different position.
So you're hitting the center of the
Yeah.
Xbox.
Oh, yeah, shit. Yeah, because
Yeah, they all have X.
'cause
Nintendo has it.
X on Nintendo is at the top.
Yep.
On the Xbox,
It's on the
It's
left.
on the
Center.
left, and on the PlayStation,
It's on the bottom.
Yep.
And it's like, this is why I have trust issues.
Fucking hit X. Just any X.
I do that on play Xbox all the time because I'm trying to get more into Xbox so I can play with my friends online
Yeah.
more. And it'll like playing Far Cry. I got it for Xbox, and it's like press X, and I'm like, it's not,
Oh, wait,
it's not the right
that's
button. That's
not
why.
A.
That's why.
Yeah, okay, I got it.
So off of that tangent, I don't think my list is anywhere near as long as y'all's. I think it's just Anthem. Still holding out because there's limited content. I could probably get through the game in its entirety in a month or so.
He'll be talking about it 2 years from now.
Yeah, it was
sure.
like,
I'm still
so
playing it, guys."
I'm 3 hours into Anthem now. And
It's 2022.
no, yeah, but they fixed everything that's wrong with it now, so it's like super awesome.
Nobody's playing it anymore.
Yeah, I
but
know.
there's-
That's why it's super awesome. Nobody's gonna kill me.
Dude, Anthem 3's coming out next week. What's wrong with you? Anyway.
I'm still on Anthem 1. You know,
And
I'm
it's in
big on the
VR.
classics.
Like we got suits that help us play it. This is Ready Player One, dude.
You just beam into the game. Yeah, Anthem, Ghost of Tsushima is another one. Just because a samurai storyline game.
That's like open world. It's pretty dope.
It's
yeah.
fucking. And the visuals. Again, I'm a big guy with visuals because I'm not a fast paced game player. I want to explore these worlds, which is why I like Red Dead, which is
game
why I love Fallout 4.
Does look very pretty.
Yeah.
It really
It's-
does. It looks amazing.
And with what you're saying, it all depends on what I'm in the mood for.
Yeah.
Sometimes I do want that quick jump in, do a shooter up.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm down to explore. Like that's why I haven't beat Red Dead yet. Is because whenever I go to play it, I'm like, I'm not in the mood to explore right now. Like
I'm always
that's what I'm
in
excited
the
about Far Cry, where it's
explore.
got that good level of both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you're constantly running, and shooting, but there's a big map to a world. And like I'm saying, I've seen all those cool things. So
I never want to run and shoot. Like even in Red Dead, I avoid fucking conflict. I just want to hunt things that can't hurt me and get in.
Watch
The
out for
only
those.
time-
Watch out for those grizzly bears, man. Those things will
Oh,
rip
I
you to
fucking the first time I saw a grizzly bear, it ate me. The very first time.
hey, do not play Far Cry because
I
the grizzly
played-
bears are mutated in that game.
Ah, fuck that.
Zombie-
Yeah.
I can't
They're
do
mutated.
zombie games.
mutant zombies.
We got like two heads and
Mutant
shit.
grizzly bears.
Mutant grizzly bears.
Yeah, I think mine's just Anthem, Ghost of Tsushima, and that's it.
You know something?
Everything
funny?
else is too far out. Like the next.
You know
fucking-
something funny, and maybe this is just part of the whole marketing for
Mhm.
it. You want to know a game none of us said? What is it? Death Stranding.
Oh shit, that's right. That is
Hideo
a game that's
Kojima's
coming
game.
out with
I-
with what's his name?
Norman
in it?
Reedus.
Norman Reedus is in it.
I don't care about.
They
the game
released a
anymore.
new trailer for it. And I didn't even
s-
watch it.
I still don't care about the
Like-
game.
Mortal Kombat. Mortal
Oh, yeah,
fucking
Mortal
Kombat.
Kombat. Mortal Kombat
There's another
coming
one
up.
I really
Yeah.
want to play,
But
and
yeah.
one we're gonna stream. Every single fatality will be streamed on our thing.
But-
and,
But yeah, I don't
I forgot all about
care
that
about
game.
that game.
And
It's-
so many people are
it's-
hyped about it.
It's been in development, and they've
Norman
talked about it
Reedus.
for too long.
Well, not only
And they've
that, but it's made
never
by the same
really-
guy who did Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah,
The director, the writer and director is the same guy, and that's why it's huge.
yeah.
But-
It's when he left Konami and had the
Yeah.
Fallout there, he formed his own studio, Kojima Productions. This is its first game.
And it looks beautiful.
It does. It looks good.
But the story looks confusing as hell of what we've seen so far. Like
He's
we have
got
no
this,
idea
like,
what's
bag
going on.
With this like baby,
And
in
it runs like a light that shows them like darkness and shit.
Yeah.
Like it's weird as fuck.
They have yet to show any actual gameplay of it.
They showed
or-
a little
or-
bit of you walking with a package.
Yeah,
and that's it.
or at least gameplay
Yeah.
that explains what the fuck is going on in the
Yeah.
game.
So it's like he's on a bridge, and that's all we're
or,
giving
or
you.
not even that. He's walking in a field
yeah, because
And
what I've got
more
from the
walking.
story so far
and more walking.
is you transport things. Like you're a
Yeah.
transporter, but what you do is by walking. Like you have a backpack, like because there's one scene where you're walking with like a body on your back.
You know more about it than I do.
And so, like, there's one scene where there's a body on your back, so like you're transporting a corpse for burial or something like that.
Yeah.
in another scene, we're just carrying a giant box, and you're just walking through like these wastelands. Like just like it's like the future where like the world's collapsed.
So it's Kevin Costner's Postman,
Yeah.
turned into a video game.
And it's super weird. Like I'm like, is this game literally gonna be us walking for hours on
Yeah.
straight?
Hey, the fucking Lord of the Rings did it with movies. They're
but
trying to
there
do
were
it with
other,
games
there were
now.
other parts. With
Yes,
it.
and cut when there was walking, they cut to fight scenes. That's
Yeah,
what they did.
you're gonna fight a
Like,
cave troll along the way.
There's
But-
this weird ass trailer where they like go down this dude's mouth and in like his stomach or
Where
his
this baby
throat,
is.
There's a baby is and it like looks and it like gives you a thumbs up or
Yeah.
something. And it comes,
Yeah.
and it's like, what the hell is this game about?
Yeah, it's super weird.
It's tripping you the fuck out, is what it's about.
Yeah.
like-
and the first trailer was like just him standing in the water naked with like this invisible baby crawling all over
Yeah.
him. It was super weird.
Yeah, like invisible hand and footprints were like
Of a
walking
baby.
around, and apparently there's like these invisible people that walk around. And you have to stay completely still because if you move, they can see you.
And that's what the baby does. Is it controls like this light that helps you get through it.
It's
super
weird. Like you can watch every trailer forwards, backwards,
still don't know
inside
what the
out,
fuck is
and
going
still
on.
not know. What, to be honest, I don't even think Kojima knows what the game's
He's
about
lost
yet.
his shit.
He's just
He
like
knows he's gotta
he's
do
just like
the
I'm gonna
first
start
title.
throwing shit
And
together
like
in
Norman
a game.
Reedus is like talking like, "Oh, dude, we're working on this great game. Like, I can't believe what we filmed today." And I'm like, "Dude, do you even know what you filmed today?"
I don't think he does.
There were babies, and I was inside of a guy's stomach,
Like-
and
Yeah, it's really freaking weird, dude.
But
really weird.
Oh, another game that I'm excited for that we mentioned was Otherworlds.
Yes.
Or Outer Worlds or whatever.
Yeah.
The space game,
Yeah.
the Spacely. It's not by Bethesda, but it's the space Fallout.
Yeah,
It looks
so
really good.
It's done by Obsidian Games,
Yeah.
or whatever they're called. They were the original developers,
Which is why I'm excited.
for
Fallout.
Fallout. For Fallout 1, 2, and Tactics, or 1, Tactics, and 2. Oh yeah, speaking of which, to help ease like wounds for Fallout 76, Bethesda gave Fallout 1, 2, and Tactics away for free to PC players only.
They did. Yeah.
Fuck
But anyway, so yeah, so they're developing this new game that looks like Fallout in space. It looks pretty freaking cool.
I don't know.
But like it I'm not worried about it at all. It looks
Yeah.
cool and it looks new and different enough.
yeah, Anthem
Yeah.
looked cool.
Interesting.
So you ruined that for me.
Damn, so,
well.
sorry. I played it and that's just how I feel. Who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe
Yeah.
maybe you'll get the game next week or this week
Yeah.
and there's a ton
I
more
was planning on
content
buying
in
it first day. Yeah,
And-
I'm not going to.
And I'm completely wrong, but
I would rather get Resident Evil 2 first.
some of the reviews that I've seen
Mm-hmm.
online already for it and my experience in playing it, I don't think it's a day one game for me.
a lot of the betas echo what you're saying. They're saying if this is what we're getting day one, it's not a finished game.
Yeah.
It's not a finished game. There's not enough here to hold me. It's fun for a little bit, and then it gets repetitive.
This is why I don't want to waste money on it.
So
I'm gonna wait. I'll
you
probably
wasted money on Fallout 76.
Yep, and that's why I'm very cautious about
So
this.
did a lot of people.
So I'm
did
very
a lot.
cautious right now. That's why I'll probably get Resident Evil 2
Yeah.
first, just so I can play that. I still have Metro and Far Cry to finish, so I'll probably finish those up first and then get to that.
You know what game I am gonna finish? Mortal fucking Kombat.
I also still have to finish other games such as Detroit. You gotta
Red
finish
Dead.
that game. Red Dead, yeah.
I'm actually going to wait until the fall, hopefully, fingers crossed, to get Metro. Because what I'm waiting for is the second generation RTX cards. Because the real-time ray tracing. So they advertise real-time ray tracing for Metro. And I'm going to make this really, really quick. But it's this new lighting technology, and Metro is supposed to take advantage of it in ways that no other game has ever done before. And in the tech demos that they were showing, it looks really, really cool. But the current gen cards, the 20 series cards, they're not.
Showing it what it's supposed to.
It's kind of like the same situation with Bethesda. Nvidia needed to put out new cards this year because people wanted new cards from them, but
Yeah.
the tech wasn't exactly ready for it. So I'm going to wait until this year's cards, the 2180 or whatever freaking number Nvidia decides to pull it,
Yeah.
because they went from the 10 series cards to the 20 series cards. And now there's a 16 series card as well, which has 3 different versions to it. PC parts are confusing. But
Down
We
the
could do a
rabbit
whole
hole.
stream just on that.
yeah, but I'm waiting for the second gen RTX cards, which will be out later this year, before I think about doing it, because I don't want to play Metro without the real time ray tracing lighting effect in it, because it's supposed to be like just like, again, I can do an entire stream on just what real time
Yeah.
ray tracing is,
Yeah.
and what it does to games and stuff like that.
Maybe he'll talk about it on his channel.
Maybe. But yeah, I'm gonna wait until then to.
But you
to
played the other
try out
two, right?
Metro. What's that?
You played the other two?
Say that one more time.
You played the other two?
Yes.
The Metros.
Yeah.
Did you like them?
I did.
I thought they were really good too as well. When the first one came out, I played it a little bit and didn't get into it because it was a scary game and I wasn't at the time. But when I went back and replayed them, when they put them together on one disc or two discs, whatever the box set was.
Yeah, because they also had the like Redux where they like re-released them with updated graphics.
Yeah,
engines and
that's the
stuff.
ones I played was the Redux because I played when it first came out. I tried to play it and I couldn't get into it. Then I played the Redux and that's when I fell in love with them.
Yeah,
and that's why I was excited about this one. So
Nice. That's it, folks.
they might be too much.
Those are
for
the
you.
games we're playing, our thoughts on what's going on, and the games we're going to be playing as soon as they come out.
Yeah. There's enough
So-
content in this thing here to make probably 2 or 3 videos out
Oh,
of it.
yeah.
probably.
No, we're going to definitely chop it up for micro
So,
content for days.
Also, opinions on our name because we've changed it a few times.
Yeah, it's a Con Culture DLC.
But
Respawn
now
Gaming?
it's Respawn Gaming.
Brandon doesn't have
Doesn't
a
like
horse in the
Respawn
race yet.
Gaming so much.
I didn't say I didn't like it.
He's
He thinks it clashes too much with Respawn Entertainment.
Yeah, the same
I
guys.
think
who,
we need to
who-
ride
who
Respawn
put out
into Apex.
Legends.
But
Yeah.
I didn't like. I
We
told
need to
before
ride it.
I didn't like Con Culture because I want it to be. I didn't want it to be. It's a baby of Con Culture, but I didn't want it to have the word Con Culture in it.
Yeah.
I want it to be its own brand,
original thing.
its own brand. Because
Yeah.
like Rooster Teeth has Achievement Hunter, and it's not Rooster Teeth Achievement Hunter. It's
Right.
Achievement Hunter, and I wanted that type of thing. I wanted to have its own brand.
Yeah.
Because con culture doesn't have to do with like the words con culture doesn't particularly have to do with gaming.
Well, there's
So-
tons of gaming
True.
cons.
That's true, but you know what I'm saying.
Yes, yes, yes.
So, are
that's
we
not our
asking
focus.
for more input
Either-
on potential names?
I mean, we can.
Yeah,
if anybody
right
has
now it's
ideas.
Respawn Gaming,
Support-
but it can morph into
If we, I mean, we've already
we
got the
come up with better
Instagram
names.
and the Facebook.
Yeah.
Because I did that the other night
yeah
to make sure
we
it
have
wasn't taken.
Respawn Gaming, but those are quick renames that we can do.
Right now, it's heavy on Respawn Gaming. If you have something
Yeah.
that sparks our interest more, or
if
you
it
think
blows
Respawn,
us away,
if you think
then
Respawn
it'll
Gaming
change.
was as stupid as a name, please let us
Yeah.
know and why.
yeah,
Like Brandon gave us an example because Respawn Entertainment is a
Yeah.
development company that's really big right now.
Mhm.
So that could be a problem or it could be a good thing.
yeah,
So all we want is like your opinions
say
on
yes.
it, and or if you have another name that could blow us out of the water.
yeah.
So
So thank you so much for watching, listening. We hope you enjoy this content.
Ghost 2651 on Mixer. Come check
Yep.
me out. I stream every day, 10 o'clock to whenever my eyes begin to bleed. Right now, like today.
Yeah. 10 a.m.? 10 a.m.?
Yeah. 10 a.m. That will change, though. I will start streaming in the evening. I know 10 a.m. is kind of a weird time, but
Yeah.
I figure if you're at work, you're at lunch, you're bored, check me out. Mixer.com, Ghost 2651.
What about you? What's your gamer tag and how do they catch
well, my
your
Instagram
streams?
is Block Cosplay,
Yeah.
and then my gamer tag and my Twitch is like that, which I haven't really got into. I want to get more into it now that I got a new computer.
Yeah.
I want to get the right programs downloaded, stuff like that. Figure out my streaming more.
We'll get you set up.
Yeah, I know. I meant to bring it tonight. I totally forgot. I'll bring it next time.
No worries.
It's That Damn Splicer.
Nice.
It's a Bioshock reference for anybody who doesn't know.
And I'm going to be
Haven't
piggybacking right
played
now.
those
My
games in a long
Instagram
time.
at
They're
Juan's
fantastic.
Alter Ego. I'm going to be piggybacking off of Con Culture's Mixer Twitch, and I'll be trying to stream on those. So at Con Culture Podcast on Twitch, YouTube, Mixer. I made them all. So
Mixer's awesome because we can do co-streams.
what?
Yeah. We could be playing like for example.
Can we touch tips of our streams?
Maybe.
Yes.
Maybe. You can do like I know you don't have it on PC, but you can
Yeah.
do like Apex Legends on Xbox, and I can do it on PC, and we can actually stream together where people are watching both of us at the same time.
But it'd be much
yeah.
cooler if we were playing at the same time.
that
on the
would be
same
cool
map.
because
Yeah.
they could see your perspective, my perspective, your perspective,
Perspective.
and all three of us streaming
Yep.
together.
At the same time.
So 3 people can stream together,
I don't know if you could do 3.
but you know we can do
I
2.
know for sure that you could do 2 because I've
Okay.
seen it, and I
Yeah.
see the option when it says like co-stream with somebody. So I don't know. if
Kind of
you
like
can
how
add
Instagram lets you go
more
live
than
with
2,
somebody.
but
So we're going to start building PCs, and we'll be able to stream because we're all converted to PC now. We all know it's badass, and that's where to get. You can pretty much get anything non-Sony.
I think once I get
Except
my
you,
TC,
Sony.
I think once I get my PC, that'll be my main console. And then when like exclusives comes out, such as Halo,
Yeah.
and like PlayStation exclusives, that's the only time I'll use my console.
That's a great thing about owning all of them is you can
That's-
just get the exclusives,
that's-
but the
that-
Well, 'cause
majority
even
of
if I
the-
exactly what I
wanted
do.
to, like you said, I could use a controller on my PC, have it hooked up so it's at my TV and sit on my couch like I normally do and play a video
Yeah.
game, which is what I want to do. Which
Yeah.
is what I'll do with my laptop for a while. Is I'll just have it onto my computer and have the
Nice.
stream on my laptop screen and then the game on my TV,
Yeah.
and then just
Yep.
use a controller. That's what I
That's-
plan on
We will
doing.
do that.
Exactly.
That's
that
how
is
I'm gonna start.
Exactly what I do.
That's what I'm gonna start. That's how I'm gonna
Alright.
start. So
Sounds great, guys. So yeah, that's what we're gonna be doing. Thank you so much for watching. For now, Respawn Gaming. Let us know what you
should we
think.
should we release the Instagram yet or not?
Yeah, no, we're gonna put it all out there. It's gonna start getting
Okay.
micro content from this
So,
show.
what you're
'cause we have
saying
a ton.
is before you post this, I should have all that figured out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get it all.
Give me
Cross
the
your
logo.
eyes, dot your, cross your eyes, dot your T's,
Because
and
all I've done is
Oh.
kept the Instagram.
Just real quick, I
Yeah.
do potentially, I have something to potentially give away. Okay.
Ooh.
So
Ooh.
if someone suggests a name and we like it and we use it and you're a gamer, I might have something for
Yes. So come up with your
So,
best names.
it. Your best podcast
Yes.
stream name, whatever this is.
Yeah, it blows the valves of the
and
water.
if we like it and we pick it,
Or it could just say
We
respawn and we'll do a different giveaway.
yeah.
So
Yep. We'll give it away. Hope you guys
we'll
like
do a
us.
giveaway. We'll let you know what it is later.
Bye bye, fuckers.
Deuces.
That's awesome.
I need to pee.